For decades, the golden rule of business was practically carved in stone, right? Just build a better product, throw in more features, boost the performance, cut the costs, and ship it faster. And hey, we've all lived in that reality. But I want to start off today by totally challenging an assumption that so many smart professionals and organizations are still holding on to. If you think that just building a product with more features is still a winning, sustainable strategy in today's fast-moving world, well, you're playing a game that actually ended years ago. The competitive landscape has fundamentally shifted beneath our feet. So we really need to talk about what's actually driving success right now. Let's just take a second and really let this question sink in. Is it really about the product anymore? I mean, when you strip away the slick marketing and the ambitious roadmap, what truly differentiates your organization today? Are your customers actually buying your platform, or are they buying the confidence that you deeply understand them? In a world of literally infinite choices, I want you to reflect on what makes people choose you. And honestly, more importantly, what makes them stay. Okay, let's face facts here, because we've got to tackle the overwhelm of modern tech cycles head on. Feature-based differentiation, it is entirely temporary. Think about it. Technology cycles are accelerating at a breakneck pace right now. AI is building and iterating faster than humanly possible. What used to take years of sweat and tears to build can now be replicated, repackaged, and brought to market by a competitor faster than you'd ever expect. A feature can be copied in weeks. A pricing model can be matched overnight. If your entire company identity is wrapped up in just having 20 more features than the next guy, you are incredibly vulnerable. Section 1. Beyond the product illusion. We've got to look past this illusion that the product is the sole hero of the story. The core thesis we're unpacking is this. Customers don't just buy a platform, they buy the entire surrounding experience of that platform. The product is literally just one piece of the puzzle. Imagine two companies with almost identical capabilities. Company A has this amazing platform, but buying it is an absolute nightmare. The sales process is totally disconnected from reality. Contracting takes weeks. Customer requirements just vanish into thin air during handoffs, meaning the poor customer has to explain their context to 5 different people. It's rigid, it's frustrating. Now look at Company B. Comparable product, but the experience is completely seamless. They get the customer's problem instantly. Sales actually knows what product can deliver. Implementation has all the context from day one. And when something weird happens, they just adapt without it turning into a massive escalation. So, which company creates more value? Which one would you rather do business with? It's Company B for sure, every single time. Section 2. Standardization versus rigidity. Now, as organizations scale up, standardization is absolutely crucial. You can't custom build every feature for every customer, and you definitely can't invent a new operating model for every single deal. A strong baseline matters. But there is a massive and sometimes fatal difference between standardization and rigidity. Think about a $10,000 annual recurring revenue deal with pretty straightforward needs compared to a $100,000 deal that involves complex integrations, intense compliance requirements, and a dozen stakeholders. Should the underlying platform principles be consistent? Absolutely. But should every single step of the customer experience be identical? Probably not. The baseline can be standardized, but the experience itself has to remain adaptable. You've got to flex based on the unique stakes of that specific customer. Flexibility shouldn't be some rare exception. It needs to be a core design principle right from day one. Section 3. Bridging sales and products. So how do we actually make this adaptability happen? Well, it starts inside your own walls. We have to build a sturdy bridge between the departments closest to the market and the ones actually building the solution. Specifically, we're talking about product and sales. If these two are disconnected, the customer experience is broken right out of the gate. Sales is out there in the trenches. They hear the objections. They feel the urgency. They know exactly why a tiny workflow tweak is the make or break factor in a massive deal. Product, on the other hand, carries a totally different weight. They have to think way beyond a single deal. They're safeguarding scalability, system architecture, and the long-term technical health of the platform. And I want to validate something really important right now. Neither perspective is wrong. Both of these focus areas are absolutely essential if a company is going to survive and thrive. So here's the crucial takeaway. The tension between sales and product, that is actually incredibly valuable. It keeps the whole organization balanced. The problem only begins when that tension turns into distance. When product rarely hears real, unfiltered sales conversations, they lose empathy for why urgency matters. And when sales doesn't grasp the technical realities, they end up selling promises that literally cannot be sustainably delivered. A true competitive advantage requires a continuous, tight feedback loop between these two worlds. They just cannot operate in separate silos. Section 4. One continuous value stream. Making this happen requires a massive shift in how we view our own organizations. I challenge you to stop looking at your company through the lens of your internal org chart. Let's be real, your customers do not care about your reporting structure. They care about getting an outcome. We need to start looking through the customer's eyes and design our business as one continuous value stream. Walk through this journey with me for a second. Problem, discovery, solution, contract, implementation, adoption. Internally, that exact timeline might cross 6 completely different departments. You've got sales, solutions engineering, legal, product, delivery, customer success. But externally, the customer expects one fluid, continuous experience. When they hit a wall, they don't blame the delivery department. They blame your entire company. And this brilliant quote captures the danger perfectly. Every handoff creates an opportunity for context to disappear. It's so true. Every single time a customer gets passed from one internal silo to another, it creates a delay. It introduces friction. And every time a customer hears, "Oh, sorry, that's another team's responsibility," their trust in your organization just chips away a little more. We've got to take accountability for smoothing out those boundaries. Section 5. AI and the speed of iteration. Now, let's pivot to a major catalyst in all of this. Because the market does not pause while your internal roadmap slowly chugs along. Customer expectations are changing by the minute, and the speed of learning and iteration is becoming a massive part of the customer experience itself. This is where artificial intelligence completely changes the game. AI gives us the power to dramatically accelerate our feedback loops. We can use it to analyze customer feedback at scale, instantly flag recurring objections across thousands of sales calls, rapidly test alternative workflows, and just strip away those repetitive, soul-crushing manual processes. It shifts our entire mindset. We're no longer just asking, how quickly can we ship a feature? We're asking, how quickly can we learn from how customers are using it and actually improve the experience? But here is a direct coaching moment for you. Do not just use AI to automate your existing broken processes. If a process takes 10 steps, sure, using AI to make those 10 steps slightly faster might feel useful. But the much better question, the true leader's question is, why on earth are there 10 steps to begin with? We need to use these tools not just to speed things up, but to fundamentally question whether those rigid processes should even exist. Don't just pave the cow path, build a completely better road. Section 6. Enabling the ultimate experience. All of this leads us to a necessary shift in enablement. We have got to move away from optimizing individual departments and start focusing on collective empowerment. Because the ultimate experience isn't built by a single star player or some siloed genius department. It's built by an aligned, deeply connected team. So ask yourself right now, taking a hard look at your own leadership approach. Are we optimizing each department independently, or are we optimizing the experience that connects them? Creating an organization that deeply understands customers, moves with agility, and seamlessly connects teams, that is a culture and leadership challenge. And unlike a piece of software, a unified, deeply aligned culture is practically impossible for your competitors to replicate. And that brings us to this stark reality check. The climax of everything we've talked about today hinges on this single, powerful question. Are we designing our product and our processes around how our organization works, or how our customers actually want to work? The answer to that question determines who builds better, who moves faster, who adapts to change, and ultimately, who wins in the modern landscape. Recreating an organization that breaks down silos and truly connects its people is the ultimate competitive advantage. Because yeah, individual excellence is great, but collective alignment, that is unstoppable. I want to leave you with a perspective shift to carry forward into your week. Growth isn't just how far you go, it's how many you take with you. So who are you enabling today?